in Canada. You know, I used to get really upset when I told people where I came from down in Los Angeles because I always got the same response. Canada? Wow. Now I just go along with them.
Yes, Canada. It was a frozen, hostile wasteland. After boring a hole through the ice to find food, my good friend Nantuck and I would build an igloo to protect ourselves from polar bears and flying hockey pucks.
Well, we made it out to Canada and we're chilling right now at this little rest stop just east of Vancouver. Got up here last night around like 6 o'clock. Drove straight up here from Portland and then we car camped. As you can see, the car is like super frosty. It got down to, I think it got down to like 30 degrees so last night. But we got lots of blankets in the car which kept us warm. But now we're headed to Banff. Which I'm super excited about because we've never been there before. We're gonna spend a few days in Banff and then we're gonna cruise up to Jasper, hang out there for a few more days and then head home. So taking a 10-day trip up throughout the Canadian Rockies. Gonna take you guys along our journey this week and I'm excited, so here we go. Yeah, I was wondering if you guys had any available rooms tonight that were dog friendly.
Okay, so I do have a standard with 2 beds available tonight, and the room rate is $249 plus taxes, includes breakfast, and we charge extra $15 for the pet.
Would that same one be available tonight and tomorrow night?
Let me double check. Yes, it's available tomorrow night. Perfect. All right, so your reservation is now confirmed. Checking in tonight. We'll see you then.
All right, thank you. So our original plan was to go drive out to Banff tonight and camp. But after looking at the weather, last night was pretty cold. It was 30 degrees overnight, which wasn't too bad, but after looking at the weather, it's supposed to get down to like 15 degrees tonight in Banff as well as Jasper. So I think we're just going to do a hotel tonight and tomorrow. These are just some of the things that you have to, some of the adjustments you have to make sometimes when you go on these trips. But we planned for the unexpected. We kind of came with no plans, but also had a plan to just in case something like this happens. Lake Louise. As you can see, it is super cold up here. There's tons of snow. It's actually snowing right now. So we're just gonna hang out here for a little bit, and then we're gonna cruise into Banff, and we're checking into our hotel. So probably gonna try to come back here in a couple days when it's a little sunnier and hopefully the water's a little bit more blue, but super killer out here right now. So we made it out to Lake Minnewanka. We got up this morning and we stayed in Banff last night, headed over here. It's only about 15 minutes from Banff, so it's a pretty quick drive. So we're gonna spend today just kind of hanging out and checking out a couple of the lakes around the Banff area. It's supposed to be sunny this week, but it is super chilly, so I'm gonna do my best not to shiver and shake throughout my videos, so please bear with me. But as you can see, Lake Minnewanka is absolutely incredible. There's nobody here right now. I think there's like a total of like 8 people just wandering around, but off season is pretty cool. So don't have to fight the crowds, but you just have to deal with the weather a little bit, which isn't too bad. So I'm gonna go meet up with Cian and Petey, and we're gonna walk around a little bit more. So now we're hanging out at Bow Lake, which is about almost an hour north of Banff. We're hanging out here. Weather's a little bit warmer up here, so we're just gonna hang out a little bit, enjoy the scenery. We're still in search for that blue water that you see all over Instagram, which we haven't quite found yet, but we're gonna keep looking. I think it's probably around here somewhere, or it's just a weird time of the year. So headed up to what we think is Peyton Lake. There aren't any signs on the main highway, but we looked it up on Google Maps, and it looks like looks like this is the way to go. And there's a whole bunch of people headed up here too, so fingers are crossed that up over this hill is a really cool lake, so we shall see. So we did manage to find Peyton Lake. The road, there's usually a little road here that tour buses drive up and drop people off, but it's all snowed in and closed off for the wintertime, so we hiked up it. It was a really short little hike, but when you get to the top, it's just a little, like a lookout platform that overlooks the lake, so it's really incredible looking, but it wasn't what I expected. I didn't know that you couldn't actually walk to the lake. You're just like up on a ridge looking down at the lake, but still really beautiful, definitely worth the stop, but it's a very short, like probably an hour of your day. So we're gonna keep cruising around and checking out more spots here in Banff.